There we go. Hello, hello, what's up? How you guys doing? Hi, hi. Happy Monday. Hey, from India. What's up, Lily? What's up, Mimi? Hey, Sonia. Let's cross out this energy. There we go. What's up, Moments with Martha? Hey, Teresa. What's up, CJ? What's up, Jill? Hey, from the Netherlands. That's what's up. It's raining over there. Today, it's been pretty... I don't think we've had too much rain. It's been a pretty good day. Hello from India. What's up? Let me turn my... I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's a little hot. 1 second. That's a lot better. So today we're going to be utilizing, of course, our Boxer's Oracle, but I decided it's time to go ahead and pull out some of our Halloween tarot. I have a lot of Halloween tarot and Oracle decks, so I normally wait to only use them during this time of the year so they stay special. So the first one, Halloween Tarot. The second one will be my Universal Monsters Tarot. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, is a Halloween Oracle deck. I have many other ones to bring out once October officially hits. What's up, Bobby? What's up, Asina? Alright, let's go ahead and get these out. And today we'll be here for a while. I'm not sure how long. We're just gonna see. We're gonna go. We're gonna vibe with it. Interesting. So, from what I've been gathering in energy from readings, personal, collective, etc., is October is going to be a month of stability for a lot of people. This is a month where priorities are coming into play. You're going to be able to express love and admiration. For some people, it seems like it's a mix of both love, regarding love life, like romantic, but also blood, family coming together. That's been a big notice I've been seeing. It's about like a dream of a family or a friend coming back into the life. Even a home life abundance being able to be fueled and started with somebody else. So that can mean moving into a new home. That can mean starting a family. But there's something about bloodline positivity that's needed throughout a lot of the collectives right now. All right. Am I dressing up this year? I am gonna dress up, but I'm gonna change it a bit. I'm not gonna do every single video in October with the outfit. I'm gonna make them like maybe a couple times a week or etc. but I definitely will still be doing a bunch of Halloween themed stuff and like decoration and etc. All right, so we're going to start, of course, with 30 minutes of free people. Let's take a moment to tell you guys the breakdown on how to get a live reading with me. You have 3 options. The first one is completely free. I have yes, no questions that I have sections throughout the entire reading where I will do only free people, and they're allowed to ask yes, no questions. You need to make sure you comment your name, your zodiac, and that question, and I will go ahead and see if my eyes align to you to give you your reading. Now, remember, when it comes to the randomized readings, that's exactly it. They're randomized. So commenting during that free period does not guarantee you're going to get the reading, but it will put you much more ahead. Now, number 2 option is the super chatting. So, if you choose the super chat, that is where you're 100% guaranteed your question answered on this live stream. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, is being a member. If you're a member of my community, you will receive prioritized readings. You're allowed to ask for general energy pulls, and you are eligible for my gift giveaways all throughout the year. If you would like to become a member, you should be able to look on your screen. Excuse me. If you look on your screen or on your phone where the subscribe button is, if you're subscribed to me right now, it should now say subscribe plus. If you see the subscribe plus, click on that, and that's going to be that's what's going to pull you up to being able to join as a member. Okay? If you need a refresher on anything I just stated, it will all be in the description of this live. Now we're going to go ahead and start 30 minutes of free people. During that first 30 minutes, we're going to formulate the first group of super chatters. And then right after that group of free people, we're going to dive into the first group of super chatters, okay? Alrighty. And right now it's 5:03, so we'll just go till 5:33 p.m. 5:33 p.m. And that's when the first group of super chatters will be cut off as well. 5:33 p.m. All right. Nicole, you're a Libra, and you would like to know, is there anything left between you and C? Well, before we do that, let's also light our incense, which I think actually I'll go with this one because these ones take a long time to light, and I don't have my lighter next to me. Let's see. Perfect. Right, put that there. All right, Miss Nicole. Is there going to be anything left between you and C? You're the first person I'm using a Halloween oracle with this entire year. Lucky you. The masculine is sending strength. I do see eternal love. I do see spirits showing that there's a balance, give and take. But they've had to go in. He's had to go into his fucking mind. Dark night. There's a lot of masculines in September and August that were going through a lot of inner demons. But that's the only way for infinite possibilities. That's the only way to actually know yourself fully, is to know the dark side. Seeing you, there is something still between you two. Now, I hear you both are actively going through a lesson that both of you are going to complete before you come together. Yours, it's about willpower. It's about healthy boundaries, kind of like with other people in your life, because these things all connect. And I'm hearing for the masculine, it's healthy boundaries in a different way. That's where that yin-yangness is coming. Healthy boundaries within himself, knowing his own triggers, but with you, setting healthy boundaries with others. Knowing when to say no, knowing when to say yes. You know, the both of you do have a runner-chaser dynamic, and that's very normal and expected out of these types of unions. I do see there's more between you two, okay? Alright. Next friend. Renike, you're a Libra. You recently broke up with your partner and you're feeling really devastated. You're trying to. You depend on him for a while and you're just wanting to know how to heal. Okay. I'm going to make that into a yes/no question for you. Is there anything right now that our friend is keeping close to their chest that's hindering their growth, hindering being able to release this person? You feel like there's something, you feel like there has to be, okay, so your higher self is telling me, it's like before you're ready to start a next love, something within you feels like you have to see that there's another love. Like, for a long time you thought it was only this person. And you're like, even, I'm hearing there must have been at least some form of emotional dynamic between you two that was manipulative, because there's an echo of the words like, nobody else will love you. Nobody's going to treat you the way I do. Gaslighting. A person that made you feel unlovable. So what's happening right now? Not only are you deconstructing from the normal dynamic you've known for a very long time, you're also deconstructing the thoughts he implemented into your brain. You cannot wait for another man to come around. Just go with me here. You will not have a divine come around until there's a certain amount of work you've done within yourself. Because if there would be instantly another love that manifests into your life, there's a lot of lessons and there's a lot of codependency that would just be from one person transferred to another. Spirit's wanting you to know that they are very proud of you. Okay, you have been doing the inner work. And inner work isn't just one semester. It's our whole life. But what they're wanting you to know is excel. Excel. Exhale. Exhale. Breathe. The winter time, which we're obviously starting to roll very close into. You need to get out of your comfort zone. There's a place you need to go. They're telling me you need to travel somewhere for like the Christmas time or etc. That frame, December, January, when it's really getting cold, and you need to get out of your comfort zone. Like, even more, there's too much around you that reminds you of him. Sometimes to completely heal, we have to let go not only of a person, but physical objects and places that trigger us. So that could be simply a restaurant you used to always go to. That could be a piece of his clothing that you used to wear. That could be a comfort show you used to watch together. Those things within themselves can almost feel like you're breaking up with them too, like the memories and the comfort. But that is also a form of releasing codependency. Spirit's wanting you to know that there is some clutter around you that could be making it hard to get over this person. And a good cleanse, you don't need to wait till spring cleaning, in the winter. You can do it now. That's where it comes back around. The energy of spring cleaning needs to happen right now in your home. The energy of it, the acts of it. And during winter, try to get out of your comfort zone. Try to see if you could go visit a different part of the world, or maybe if there's friends or family you haven't seen in a while. It will make you feel, it will make you realize you're not as alone, okay, as the parasite wants you to think. And I say not as alone because when people say, you're never really alone, I get the concept, but that it's counter-reactive. It takes away from what you're personally feeling. Like, there are times we're fucking alone, even if we have our guides all around us. Always have our guides with us. The human can still feel alone. And the only way that human part of you can heal the community is by putting yourself in community. All right. Remember, guys, just no questions for the free readings. I appreciate you. And if for any reason you need a reminder on the dynamic of the live, you can look at the description. It's all listed there. I appreciate you guys. What's up, Ruby? Great to see you here. Thank you for being a member. All right. Let's go ahead and give you the first pull of the year with this deck. This is the Halloween Tarot. You're the first, Ruby. All right. So what does Ruby need to know more than anything else right now? Well, I am hearing you need to know that you and your loved ones are safe. Let's get further into that. Wow. The yin yang, you've been sticking up for the things that you truly believe in, but you were taught growing up, if you stand up for yourself, it leads to consequences. Here's the word about consequence. Just like karma, it doesn't mean one fixated thing. Karma does not mean bad. Consequences do not equal punishment. Karma is either good or bad. It's actually positive, negative. It's what goes out, comes back. It doesn't mean the word bad or good. It doesn't have an ego. It's just simple. This is energy. The word consequence does not necessarily mean something bad or punishment. A consequence of being a good person, because consequence, if you look up the definition of it, literally means a cause to an effect, okay? Or an effect to a cause. You know what I'm trying to say. A consequence to being a good person, a consequence to being a good partner, is having somebody that gives you that back. A consequence of giving up right now what you know your heart's not supposed to have because it's karmic, because it's not something that's fueling you. The consequence of that is picking yourself and reclaiming energy. So all your mind needs to do right now is re-look at your projections. Re-look at how you're looking outwards. A lot of the things people have said to you have been fluff, have been shit, have been empty promises. Defending yourself is actually completely still being called to do. And this goes beyond even your own life, is what I'm hearing. There are things in your own life that by you allowing yourself to stick up for you, take the hard road, the one less walked, and not just follow orders, etc. You're the one that's actually leading to true resilience. You're the one that's rewarded. Okay? Spirit needs you to know that you should walk into October with euphoria. You should understand that there is nothing to be afraid of. You are so divinely guided and protected. You're a priority. Your energy is a priority in this world. And don't let anybody take that away from you. And if you feel people around you where something's off, maybe you're the exact one that's supposed to say something. Maybe you are the one with the words to change the world. Please make sure to put your zodiac in a yes/no question, okay? I will continue to look until I see those things are followed. Thank you. Thank you, Ruby. All right, I'm gonna scroll up more. Jerry, thank you for being a member. It's great to see you. You would like to know, will Ben Gemini general reading? Will Ben Gemini general reading? You wanting a love general reading? I think that's what the comment's trying to state. I got you. Okay, let's go ahead and give you a love general reading, Jerry. What do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? Spirit needs to remind you, okay, the people that truly see you, the people that have your best interests, the people that admire you from afar, but you will never hear their words spoken to your face, are everywhere. The world, I won't even say the world, the inner, this is more of an inner demon, wants you to think, okay. You've gone inwards. You've gone into like a hermit mode for a while. And a lot of people, you're about to, what I'm hearing is you're jumping back in to the world. You went in to come out even stronger, like hibernation. Okay, if you've been looking for that sign that it's time to shine, it's time to get your energy back out there, that you have hibernated enough, that there has been a restoring, this is it. You got a vision, you got a voice, there is something. You're a very persuasive person, but in the best way. Because your persuasion is for the greater good. You are not somebody that takes power for granted, which is the exact reason why you are the person that's supposed to have a power. Okay, in this love, how this is all relating to a love dynamic is the person, there's somebody who's deeply in love with you, and I'm not hearing that there's individuals around them like trying to get in the way of your connection, but there's years of just what I should do, and I don't want to start over. I don't want to go through the same experiences, but I need to get out that noise. I'm hearing the masculine like talking to themselves. If I want things to be done differently, then I need my unique ability. Okay, you're in a very unique love. The person that's attached to you wants to explore this, has pure intentions. And the people around you may not understand it, but it's not for them to understand. If you're happy together, if they are treating you right, your love is sacred. If everything is consensual, of age, you're not hurting anybody, you respect each other, and it's pure love, you are doing nothing wrong. Spirit wants you to allow this rose to be given to you. So I'm seeing that the next time you're in each other's presence, there will be some form of a rose or an offering that they give you. And this is not something like that they just have ever even done before for another person. You make them very romantic. You make them go in, you feel like home to them. Noel, you're an Aquarius, and he's a Scorpio. Let's see. Have you learned your lessons together regarding... You're wanting to know if you guys still have a future together, or have the lessons been served? Is it time to let each other go? Is it time to let each other go? There is an imbalance between this connection. I don't see Spirit guarding the connection from you, okay? Meaning telling me that this is something that the swords need to be up to. They need to know to go the other direction. They are telling me, though, there's an imbalance. It's not the position where the ball's in your court. You know, they're love, life, it's balance. It's never going to be 50-50, but you have to find the way to get to the equilibrium together. And then when those times arise, they come, but then you find your way back, just like the tides, just like the waves. And right now, what they're showing me is if you would try more with this person, it would be like you fighting against a current. Swimming. All that effort, but you're just fucking going, you're out of control. You don't have control over the waves. You don't have the control over other people's choices, but you have control of how you let your energy surround it. This does look like there's still quite a bit of karmic connection between two. I do see there's going to be more lessons. Would I say that Spirit's calling this something forever? I don't see that. This does definitely feel like it may be hard to see it right now, fully them not being in your life. But there is something within their connection as 2026 comes in, my friend. this dwindle of why you're attracted to them, or this push and pull dynamic, it kind of dissolving from you. It's kind of you getting over it, to be honest. But nobody can speed that up for you. So even though we know right now this isn't something that's going to last long term, you know, you still have some lessons and things to go through with each other. But the best thing you can do is remember, the ball's not in your court. This is something that you can't also run from. You can't run from it, and they're telling you also to not run to it. So stay present. Focus on what you do have control over today. You do not owe this person anything right now, as well as what they want me to state. If you feel like there's any loyalty or something that's still owed to them, it does not show in the cards that allowing yourself to explore in different versions of love and etc. would be something that's negative. Right. Let's see. All right. Purple Rose, what's up? It's great to see you. Thank you for being a member. All right, so you're a Cancer and you like a general reading. I got you. Remember, guys, the members are the ones who are allowed to ask for general pulls. And to become a member, if you look at the subscribe button, if you're subscribed to me, it now should say subscribe plus. If you click on that, it's going to pull up the options on how to be a member. It's not going to instantly charge you, I promise. It does not do that. When you click on the subscribe plus, it pulls up the options. There's 3 tiers. And then you would have to go and click which option you want, and then click again, confirm. So if you just open up that subscribe plus, I promise you, nothing gets charged. It just shows you the options. And remember, my members actually get a lot of benefits outside of lives also. Every single month I upload multiple videos, like over 15 extra videos a month my members receive. And then they also get eligible for like video chat giveaways and etc. So if you would like to join the membership team, I'd love to have you join. In fact, I just uploaded 2 new videos yesterday, and then the day before that I uploaded 2 new videos as well. So there's 4 new videos right now you'd have access to if you become a member. All right. Purple Rose. Let's go ahead and give you that general review. Straightforward actions. There's somebody you gotta stop over giving to. Purple. Why do they want me to say purple like that? Purple. This is a really very random. You guys like to watch old like movies or old shows together. I know that's very random, but there is something that's telling me that there's this person who they hit a part of your heart that's nostalgic. It's almost like you could have home movies or that type of energy together as well. Somebody that there was a time frame where helping them, even financially, or a place to live, etc., absolutely was encouraged. Everybody does need help at some point, but we have choices. We have the ability to take advantage of the ones that would help us, or appreciate and then give back when you can, and take that time that they're giving you grace to really get yourself together. And there's somebody you've given a lot of grace to. I mean, a lot. I'm not telling you that this is a bad person, but there is somebody where either you need to go in and have some serious conversations with them that you haven't yet, or if you have, you may have to fly away, meaning telling this person, I'm not giving up on you, but if I continue to allow you to do this, I'm enabling you. I feel though this person just needs a reality check. That's it. So just because you can overgive doesn't mean you should with every person you think you're guided to, because sometimes a guided thing is actually just impulsion. And when you give, double think, you know, am I giving from a place of like true unconditional, or am I giving from a place of wanting love? So thinking I need to do something, needing to do something. But there's no shadow of doubt that this person has respect for you. I don't see somebody that, this isn't the energy of somebody that's like, oh, I'm going to take advantage of them and until they kick me out or until they get tired of me. No, it's not that at all. This is a person that appreciates you. They're just down on their luck, and a pep talk is needed to get things in the right way, the right direction. All right, Robata, Virgo, what's up? You want to know, are you on the right track attracting prosperity and abundance? What spirit show your law of attraction is right now? What energy is our friend manifesting before us? Okay. Right now, as we speak, you have actively overcame 5 inner demons. You are definitely one of those masculines that I've been channeled in for August and September, where you were battling parts of you that you did not know you still needed to overcome. Things all the way back from inner teenager wounds, okay? Because you're facing it, because you're not afraid of it, because you're looking and reflecting in the past and saying, shit, I really do know what was getting in the way of my fruition when it comes to my own decisions. I can see the line. I can see when I start to let my mind get hazy or fall into distractions. You are actively knowing your triggers, and you are actively, what I'm also hearing is not beating yourself up. You know you're deserving of abundance. You know that this is a time to flourish for you. So you got to treat your body with respect. If you treat your body with respect, if you take care of your body, it's going to take care of you. If you take care of your body, if you take care of your mind, it's going to take care of you. Spirit wants you to stick with what you've done. What I'm hearing is in the past, probably like 2 weeks specifically. Your karma, it's not that it's low vibrational or high vibrational. You are resetting. And resetting means kind of just selling, cruising, the road work. You're focusing on stability. You're not seeking outside validations. You're not seeking just excitement. You're seeking authenticity. And therefore, you are on the right track to your abundance. You saw where you were becoming the villain of your own story, and you made a domino effect in this world for the other masculines, part of your collective as well. Even when we are alone, remember, even when we are alone, and the human will acknowledge that feeling, we're actually not spiritually. We're all connected like a Wi-Fi router. Think about it. People believe in Wi-Fi, but then some individuals have a hard time believing in energy. Once you realize we're all more connected, in a weird way, it makes you start caring about yourself even more. All right, Olivia, you're a Virgo, and you would like to know, is he worth remaining open to if you speak again? Is he worth remaining open to if you speak again? So this is a cycle repeat. This is somebody where overall it's just going to be the same shabam. They come in when They think they've lost you, then they reclaim some form of energy. They're like, oh, they're still here, they're still an option, and cycle repeat. I would love to tell you differently, but at the same time, I'm glad I don't, because this is not somebody who's your divine. This is somebody who, furthering on, would be a distraction. You see clear as day where they were put in your life. There are great qualities about them, but there are plenty of things that make them not right for you also. And yes, every relationship is going to have its trials and tribulations, but this is different. This is somebody Spirit shows. They taught you some deep inner reflection, but they are not the person that's going to make you feel like home. It's excitement. Yeah. So the cycle repeat will happen until you finally cut it off, which means not responding. And if you do that, that's going to be where fruition actually gets to come. That person is blocking you. Every time you allow them back into your life, that person's blocking you from a divine. Honored to help you. Remember, Zodiac guys in, yes, no question. General readings are only for the super chatters and the members. Let's see. Please also make sure that you look at the description for the type of questions that are not eligible. It's in the description, all right? Because I see some people are asking ineligible questions. All right, Sadia. Nope, I'm sorry. You didn't give your zodiac. Let's see. All right, Susie, thank you. You're a Aquarius, and you'd like to know, will you and Anthony end this no contact? Got you. You would like to know, will you and Anthony end this no contact? I didn't even see this card in there. Before summertime. Okay, so what I'm seeing, Spirit is telling me if you're wanting this to come anytime before the summer, yes, summer, it's not going to happen. It really does show that this does have still a connection that's thriving, okay? But you have to be at peace with fate. This is not something your manifestations can like speed up. Spirit is the one that's in control of time, of when things do and do not happen. We have the ability to really move energy, okay? But Spirit is the one that truly turns on the green lights, the red lights, the yellow lights, etc. The straightforward action is that you both are going to have quite a bit of time deep diving into yourselves. I know you've already been in separation for a while, but what Spirit's showing me is there would be no time sooner than summer before the no contact would be broke. In fact, I think I'm going to put this card out here now because I didn't even know it was in here. And that's the thing too. Remember, this is the first live. This is the first time all year I'm using this tarot deck, and that means this card's been in there for over a year. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have been in maybe a little bit of a separation for almost about a year now. All right. So that concludes the first group of free people. All right. I'm going to now start listing the people who have super chatted. If you would like to get on the first group of super chatters, I will allow right now for you guys to be added to that. Okay. But after I'm done writing all these names down, that's the cutoff for the first group of super chatters. I'll have 2 groups today. We'll do 2 groups. All right. Number 1 today will be Mystic Born. Got you. All right. Number 2, Sadie. Got you. Number 3 will be CJ Justine. Got you. Number 4, Jill. Got you. Number 5, Tracy. Number 6, Noor. And let's go to the next page. Number 7, Marie. Got you. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, Roxanne for number 8. Okay, got you guys. So that's the first group of super chatters. Go ahead and mark that. We will only have one other group after this. I will say that 8 people, that will probably take me... 8 people, it'll probably take about 25 minutes. And then I'll do one more group of free people. We'll let the group formulate there. Okay, I got it. All right, please listen out to your name associated with the number let me say that again. Please make sure if you're somebody who's super chatted that right now you listen out for your number associated to your name. This is going to be the order of how I am performing the reading. So number 1 is Mystic. Number 2 is Sadie. Number 3 is CJ. Number 4 is Jill. Number 5 is Tracy. Number 6 is Noor. And number 7 is Marie. And number 8 is Roxanne. All right, so let's scroll back up. And now I feel called to switch to this one, which is the Monsters Tarot deck. Mystic Born, you would love a general message. I got you. I'm honored to help you. I'm honored to help you. You're feeling very confused right now about how a person feels for you. You see, this person sees you as kind, generous, sincere, very attracted to your feminine touch. But when they're not with you, there's this inner turmoil. They're in stagnation. They know that they're doing things to get in the way of you and your connection, and you're very confused on why they're not reaching out. It does feel like somebody that just like, they don't have even the energy to, what I'm hearing is to give to anybody that's not right in their immediate household right now. So if they have kids or if they have roommates, animals, etc., you know, you're not the one and only they're becoming recluse from. I see a man who's definitely part of the collective of where he's finding a balance, facing inner demons. But this is somebody where the light's going to shine. He is a shadow right now in your energy. So maybe he watches you a little bit more than you realize. keeps his eyes on you. And it feels like in a protective way. But there is a connection that right now, even though it's not really right now rejoicing or coming together, Spirit doesn't want you to give up on this. You met each other in a pretty interesting part of each other's life, and that was all divinely guided. It's getting hotter. I need to go ahead and make it even, the fan even higher. 1 second. All right, so that was number 1. Number 2, Sadie. Got you. Let's go ahead and give you a general pull. What do I got for you? You're feeling pretty stuck right now because there's a person that you see in the highest of lights. But no matter how hard you have tried, it feels like they're always going to find something. They always go back. They read pages in the back. They read the pages backwards. They don't go forward with the story. I feel like this could be something to do with family. Not romantic love, familial love. There's definitely people in this dynamic where it's like you just have to agree to disagree. You're both such like bullheaded individuals that what I'm hearing is there's a lot of conversations where you will not be able to come to an understanding. That for overall peace, it's about honestly just reclaiming your energy. It's about knowing that you're allowed to be selective with your energy, your time, and just because somebody's a family member or you're in the same area for Christmas or an event does not mean you have to associate, does not mean you have to be a dick either. There's a balance though, that somebody that Spirit's definitely telling you, don't give a fuck what this family member or family members or etc. feel or think about you or what you do. You know your goals, you know what you're supposed to be doing in this world, and the right people do see that. Okay? So there's a lot of projection, and I'm hearing, understand though that there are some people in your family that know that they do wrong to you, but almost get, it's an interesting energy. They almost get something out of like treating you differently when nobody else is around. And you two being the only ones knowing truly how different they are with you. It's pretty emotionally manipulative. This is one of those things where the only way to win is to pick yourself, reclaim your energy. Go ahead and build your new castle. All right, CJ. All right, you've been hanging out with Paul. Got you. And you'd like to know, do we see a future? Do we see a future? Yeah. There's definitely more that can formulate between you two. Spirit wants you to say to take it day by day, but here's the thing. You're going to have a karmic come back. We've talked about this. There's something with Brian where he is every day going to give you another rose. It's an energy of, it's not where he comes one and it's done. It's somebody that instead of bringing you the whole bouquet at once, wants to cherish, nurture, give stability. And there's going to be a masculine that comes back. And even though right now, you know, clear as day, you don't want that person, I'm hearing when you talk to them, there's going to be like the memories that come back. So there absolutely is a future that can happen with Paul, okay? And it may mean something, it may not, but I cannot shake the name Brian. Cannot shake the name Brian. Never make anything fit. That could be somebody who even you can trust. Like, I'm feeling that maybe there may be a best friend. One of these guys, a best friend named Brian, or with the B. The B is a big thing. But you just take it from there. Stay present. Okay, number 4. Jill B. Honored to help you. Let's give you that general pool. What do you need to know more than anything else right now, my friend? Spirit wants you to know you're not getting in the way of your fruition. If you've hit kind of like a stagnant part, not only with like finances, but like even just the way you feel about yourself. This has not been stagnation, this is purging. And when think about it, when your body is getting rid of things that are toxic, that are not meant to be there, your body will find a way to get it out, if you get my drift. And then you have to rest. And then the most of your healing actually comes from resting. So with that example about the 3D world body, it's the same thing spiritually. Sometimes spirit makes us feel like immobile, like we can't do anything except sleep. And sometimes it's like pressuring you to think about all the things that you suppressed. Spirit's definitely wanting you to know that there is this very strong and empathetic man right now as we speak that admires you. Spirit's been hiding a divine in plain sight for you. And this is something that's going to come alive during the next part of this holiday season. They want me to say it like that, holiday season. You and a divine connection have seen each other before, at least on social media. So this could be like the apps, like the dating apps. This could be literally you met through Facebook or 𝗟𝗓𝗏, all the way to you've been in person together. But this is somebody where you have on your shoulders. It feels very easy, organic, and would make sense for you two to kind of just have like any form of random contact start. Literally could be something as simple as a meme. I mean, this is somebody that probably from time to time you see frequents looking at your stories and 𝗟𝗓𝗏. They're not obsessive. It's not they're always the first person that's looking. This is somebody where it's really been behind the shadows until the light was supposed to be shown. After certain work had been seen, after certain lessons had to be prioritized. But you do have a secret admirer. All right. Number 5, Tracy. You'd like a general love reading. And you're a Cancer. Let's do that. General love reading for my Cancer friend. Alright, somebody sees you as temptation. You have love you've manifested into your life currently. Like there's somebody where it's about to get deep and personal. This is somebody where, here's the thing. I hear you can read other people like a book, but not many people can read you. You're somebody where you allow yourself to play the fool. You allow people to think you are not as aware of what's going on around, because that's how you stay safe. For a very long time is what I'm hearing. The way you stayed safe was being a fly on the wall. But there's a person that makes you feel exhilarated, like you want to take up the whole room. It's almost like you can give to this masculine, like that form of protection you've always had to do for yourself. When you're around them, you feel your ability to just like not really care. Like I don't have to pay attention to everything in the room because he's doing it for me. This person, the both of you are going to be able to also experience what I'm hearing is a very safe space for sexual desires. Explore and do things you maybe never... Well, what I'm hearing is you never felt comfortable to do with somebody before because the connections weren't strong enough. But this is a whole different form of intimacy. Like the keeping this PG-13. This person doesn't just care about being strong for you physically, mentally, physically, but spiritually. This is a person that has done the inner work and wants to know all sides of you, not just the good. This is somebody where when they see the cracks formulating in your castle, they don't just watch it burn or crumble. They go and they repair it. You have a very big love connection that they're wanting you to just continue to let thrive, take it day by day, but there's more to this connection. All right, number 6. Number 6, Nor. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. You're a Scorpio, and you'd like to know if you're on the right path for abundance and opportunity. Okay. I think I did a reading for you earlier. So I'm going to expand on it. Because from what I remember, you are on the... Or you were part of the collective of somebody I'm channeling. The King and the Crips. Right before the battle. Somebody kind, sincere, not afraid to switch for the right people, though. Okay, there's 2 things. You're going to... So yes, you're absolutely... We've already established you're on the right path with career abundance because you've been doing that inner work. You've been allowing yourself to release, okay? But here's 2 specific categories. When it comes to abundance, you're going to have a masculine energy that wants to take an adventure or bring you into something. It's going to be scary because it's going to feel like it's like an all or nothing thing, but Spirit's guiding you to take this leap of faith, to take this journey. This may even involve going on a boat. It's something I'm hearing. And this is going to be right where most people give up. Right before the manifestation fully arrives, when they actually have to do the leap of faith part. It's the scariest. The Spirit wouldn't be sending you these directions. They wouldn't be showing you this life is created if this was something that was to destroy you. There is an opportunity that's arising. You are to say yes. This is going to be something where I hear it's like in the history books as well. Whether that's literally, figuratively, or speaking about your own line, your own lineage. Whatever this is about to happen, I'm hearing you're going to hear your life. There's cheering, there's names. I hear your name being cheered. All of this inner work that you've been doing is so you can help transmute it to others. Not everybody is called to be a light worker. Not everybody is called to be an energy healer. What I'm hearing with you is it's an embodiment. Everything you do, every single thought you have, you think about the greater all. And that is an amazing, strong ability within you, but it also is a shit ton of weight on your shoulders. And that's where Spirit's saying is this new opportunity, there's going to be people that want to help you. There's going to be people where they're going to take a big portion of weight off your shoulders, okay? But you have to trust to join. You have to trust to be your authentic self and listen to the call when you're meant to speak your mind. All right. We're going to switch now to my Boxer's Oracle. And we're now on number 7, Marie. Number 7, Marie. right. You are a Leo, and you'd like to know if you're on the right path to fulfillment with Russell. Let's see. Are you on the right path to fulfillment with Russell? Right path with Russell. I do see you guys are definitely going at a correct pace. You're allowing each other to balance the ebb and flow, understanding each other's personal boundaries, but showing actively that you're picking each other every day. I do see you're on the right path with this person. Oh. Okay. All right, number 8, Roxanne. All right, you're wanting a career reading. I got you. Let's go ahead and give you a career reading, Roxanne. What does she need to know more than anything else right now regarding her career? What I'm hearing is you could have you had some fear about being able to, it's interesting. They're swaying me a little bit away from career right now, to be honest. I absolutely will do a career reading for you too, but I'm going to make this a bonus, okay? There's something about your family. If you're worried you're not doing enough, if you're not protecting, that's in your head. Spirit is definitely saying that things have been a little harder for you regarding it's not bad. It's just an energy that's just mixing in between fear and anger. You're going against the grain with everything you were taught from a protector. And it can make you really second guess if you're a good provider. Okay. You actively, okay, we're going to get into your career, but you need to know something about inner self-guidance right now. You must have grew up with some form of a parent or somebody that would, even if it wasn't all the time, would say things to you like, you're ungrateful, you're not enough, just very degrading energy. And actively, you are seeing your mind process where, like, that's when I hear me say this to myself, that's my father echoing, that's my mother echoing. In recent times, what I'm hearing is you have such a yin-yang relationship with your parent. It does feel like it's one parent, because the love-hate dynamic, you understand why the person is the way they are, but at the same time you can't give them excuses, because you don't give yourself excuses. You don't say, I'm just this way because my parent was this way. You go, no, I understand I have this within me, this issue or whatever, because it was implemented, but I'm adult. It's now for me to figure out and not transmute it to somebody else. Like, you're doing a phenomenal job. And they definitely want me to say provider as well. So if you have kids or etc., don't let fear get in the way. You're realistic, you're strong, you take care of what's yours. And you're supposed to be able to take care also of your own individual just wants. You're allowed to want things. It's interesting. So how is this? Somehow this has to be connected to your career. Maybe you've had a little bit of a stunt in energy going to work or getting that job that you truly desire. Wow. Yeah, you have been able, Spirit's letting me know right now they have given you quite a bit of time to build a new healthy schedule. That even if you have that one person or etc. that echoes in your head, look at all the thousands and thousands and thousands of not only people, okay, but spirit guides and energy that is for you. I'm hearing you in October are receiving a whole download of like energy. Before, where you needed to sleep, where you needed to think, where you were wondering every day, you were feeling like you were stepping on eggshells with yourself, that flows away. Okay? What you've been able to do is not compare yourself to other people's work as well. You're only in competition with yourself, not the ones surrounding you. And individuals who get stuck on that, they're always going to be chasing outside validation. You know, you're a person that you like, what's the right way to put it? Healthy competition. There's an actual word for it. I know you guys know what I'm probably trying to think of, but like healthy competition, friendly competition. You're not somebody that's wanting to be the best of the best and make other people feel low. In fact, when you're the best of the best, I'm hearing you want people to feel high right up there with you. Okay, you're somebody you're coming out of your cocoon, dude. Your career, I'm seeing a whole expansion with your money. You have taken yourself out of the fake mindset of what was implemented to you. And this is something, this spiritual protection, this barrier that you've made, I'm hearing be very select with who you tell your manifestations to regarding these next steps of your career. Because when we tell somebody, well, we're actively manifesting something, they have the ability, their energy has the ability to manipulate and change not really even necessarily what's happening around you, but you yourself, the way you view your own manifestation. And then you stop believing in yourself, or you gain unneeded guilt or shame, etc. You know, right now you keep your plans close to your chest, but you flourish them. I see overnight a whole new spiritual download. And bees are a humongous sign for you. I cannot stop seeing bees and buzzing. So they're definitely saying that you're going to have a new creative spark. I can even see this involves like your own business. Maybe there's something you've been sitting on wanting to open, like a side gig or etc. But look how your interpersonal work always connects to both your career, your 3D world, etc. All right, that was the first group of super chatters. Now I'm going to see who's added themselves to the list for the next group. This is the last group of super chatters for tonight. All right, let's see. So number 1 on the new list is Levi. Got you. Number 2, I got you Roxanne for a love reading this time. Got you. All right. Number 3, that is Kaya. Got you. Okay. So we're gonna go into 30 minutes again of free people, but I am gonna do the last cutoff for this group of super chatters at 6:20. So it's currently 6:04 p.m. Eastern Time. At 6:20 p.m. Eastern Time, that's the cutoff for super chatters. So if you would want your message, your answer, 1,000%, no shadow of a doubt, answered today on this live stream, you got about 20 minutes, a little bit less than 20 minutes to get yourself on that list, okay? And then after that, everybody else who puts themselves on the list will be guaranteed the first answered on my next YouTube live stream. Alrighty. And we will go ahead and start the free people. So now it's 6:05 p.m. and we will go until 6:35 p.m. All right. Please comment your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question if you are here for a free reading. 30 minutes starting now. Remember, guys, yes, no questions and zodiac. All right, Angel, you're a Capricorn. You'd like to know, is there love in your near future? I want to switch back to Halloween. Is there love in your near future? So Spirit tells me that there is a karmic connection that you have gone at least 3 times back and forth releasing. Now, every time this person comes into your life, again, it's no longer a lesson. It is a cycle repeat. If you want another connection to arise, so many times people are like, why is this not happening? I'm doing the inner work. You could do the inner work. But if you're still letting toxic connections claim your energy, it's only half of the battle. You can't just get rid of people and not do the inner work, but you can't just do the inner work and not get rid of people. Certain individuals you're wanting to be able to go on this next part of your timeline, Spirit's like, they can't have their fruition with you. You can love them from afar, but you're learning how to not be too nice anymore. There is one karmic connection that's going to come in one more time if you allow it to be the last time. And you are to set that healthy boundary. You are to see clear as day the resilience that has taken you to heal from this person. In fact, I hear when you see this person again, you're going to see them in a whole way you never had before. You're going to be like, why the fuck did I ever... Honestly, like, why did I give you so many chances? I'm not going to say why did I like you. I know why I liked you. Because nobody's black and white. There are good qualities and bad people. It's as simple as that. And if you're a good person and you're still healing, a lot of times that type of person just tries to forget the negative and only focus on the positive. This was a person that taught you an immense amount of spiritual lessons. If you are wanting a new relationship to formulate, there is a connection today you realize to put on pause. Or there's a connection today that you have on pause that needs to be completely released. All right. Remember, guys, this is the free reading section. So if you're here for a free reading, I need you to put your name, your zodiac, and a yes/no question. They are randomized to whoever Spirit calls me to give the reading to. That's follow the instructions. All right, Christina, you're a Leo dating a Gemini. You're wanting to know, is this going to be able to work? Is this going to be able to work? You are also channeled. Okay, so the Gemini you are with, I do see this being able to be something that works, but here's the thing. You're also part of this collective of another connection of somebody that you put on pause. Neither of you, before this person, it was somebody you were talking to, and I'm hearing it never got like fully to a whole relationship, but you never said goodbye either. You know, there's a lesson that's open. It's like a book that's still open. and you haven't finished the chapter yet. You got into another relationship while your heart still feels kind of connected to somebody else. And look, that's normal. It happens. In fact, it happens a lot more than people realize. But at the end of the day, you have the choice with this person when they come back. Okay, you're in a healthy relationship, and I see you both still have your own trials and tribulations to go through, of course. But there is somebody else that only wants you when they think you're not available anymore. And it will be a constant cycle with them. So yes, it can work out, but there is still partially a lesson open with another soul that can get in the way of the way you're feeling about this person and giving your full self to them. Right. 10 minutes, last call. If you want to be put on the Super Chatters list for this live, you got 10 minutes, last call. All right, so let's see. Luna, you're a Cancer, and you would like to know, will the truth be revealed in October this year? Will the truth be revealed in October of this year? Now, let's specify. It's a very open-ended thing. There's a lot of truth that could be brought. I'm feeling like you're asking for love. So is the truth going to be brought to light regarding your love life this October? If you're wondering if this person's just going to come and like profess their love or do something crazy different out of their normal routine, no, I don't see that. I see there's a relationship you already know the truth to. They want your energy. They want your attention. They may like you as a person, but they deep down, they're not romantically healthy for you. The truth has already been revealed. Okay? You don't have to wait 2 days till October to know that this person's supposed to be out of your life. We know the big differences in energy between somebody where it's you don't give up, resilience, you continue, you stay right there with each other's side no matter what, versus other energy where it's just like this is not strong enough for that type of resilience. And I feel that with this. This is a person where you saw a lot of possibilities with. You could even made plans, a lot of plans with, but they were empty promises. Spirit is definitely letting you know the truth. It's not going to be revealed in October because it's already revealed. It's already here. You just have to use your feminine intuition and push out what the ego wants you to see. That, oh, it will change. Oh, it will change. Oh, it will change. Yeah. One second, I'm just timing somebody out. All right. Yes, no questions, guys. Hayden, You're a Scorpio, and you're wondering, should you promote your business on a radio station? You were contacted and loud if I want a spot for veterans. Cool. Okay. Should you promote your business on the radio station? Should you promote your business at the radio station? Ghosts. So some people say all advertisement or all, what's it called? All publicity is good publicity, all advertisement is good advertisement, whatever that type of, like, you know what I'm trying to say, the vibe is. There may be something with this radio channel that goes against your moral compass. I'm hearing you absolutely should advertise your business. There ain't no doubt about that, okay? But don't think that this is the only opportunity. Like, you have to do this to get other things, okay? When it comes to where you're going to promote your business, the type of companies or brands or etc. you're going to work with, one of the biggest fucking just pieces of advice, and this one sentence I say, this isn't even a Chandler, this is just as another business owner, my friend, this one little sentence I'm saying, do not partner with anybody that you even feel slightly goes against your moral compass, especially in today's world, okay? Now, switching back to the Chandler and nothing else, I do see another advertisement, something else that's even bigger, to be quite frank. And if you would allow yourself to, one of your first times being associated on air or whatever, to be this individual, this radio, it may actually kind of bite you in the butt. Wouldn't take away all your stuff, wouldn't ruin your business, nothing like that, okay? But it just would not give you the type of attention you're actually wanting for your business. All right, so what I would suggest is do more research on them, make your own discernment, of course, but Spirit is definitely telling me to guide you to seeing that there are a lot of other opportunities. You don't have to just say the yes to this one, because it could be one of the first. Two minutes, last call to get you put on the super chatter list to be 100% answered on today's live stream. 2 more minutes. No questions. Remember Zodiac and yes, no question. Thank you. Thando, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to say your name correctly. 𝗨𝗏𝗏, you're a Gemini. That's a cool ass name though. Are you heading down the right direction with your creative endeavors? Are you heading down the right direction with your creative endeavors? Let's see. What we got for you, my friend? The more you release fear of giving a fuck what other people think, you know you're always going to get the best creative downloads. The people that are afraid of being cringe always limit their own potential. I am hearing you have gone through a humongous amount of your life feeling so like, go with me here. It's not even that you felt so unseen. You felt so almost targeted for being yourself. It's like there is an energy that transferred from childhood to teenage years, but then when you became an adult, you saw your own pattern. You saw where these things stemmed from, and you took all of your pain and everything as fuel for your creativity. Look, all of the artists, whether it's a musician, a painter, a sculptor, any form of art, even the art of a dancer, the art of even being somebody that is all about sports, like a specific sport. When you're involved, when you are in something like that, and you give your heart and soul to it, and you feel that there's something different in that person, like that athlete or that creator, it's because they're putting all of the fucking shit they've been in their life into that art. Even if it's not about the topic, even if it's a happy topic and they're putting their channeled energy of pain into it, you can feel that there's something raw, real, whole with it. Okay? So you have chosen to rise from the ashes. We all have a choice in this world. You do not belittle. You do not hate yourself. You are so divinely protected. You are so divinely guided. You've needed these last couple of experiences. What I'm hearing is to get you more connected to the world. Out of your head. You were playing it small. Spirit had to make you stand up. So yes, you are on the correct path. All right, so we are officially doing the cutoff for super chatters. I'm going to go ahead now and write down everybody else that's put themselves on the list since Kaija. It looks like Annie. That's it. I see right here. Annie, you went ahead and gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for that. If you were one of the 5 lucky people who got a membership gifted to you, it was from one of my main OGs, Annie. You should thank her. And then when I get off the live, go check out the new videos I just uploaded yesterday for members only. But cool. Of course, Annie, you know you get in your law of attraction pool. That was actually it, though, for who has put themselves on the list for the super chatters. So at this point, guys, anybody else that super chats is going to be the first answered on my next YouTube live stream. Okay? All right, so now we'll resume the last about 10 minutes of free people. Okay? And let me also get a drink and lights and insight. Also, guys, while we're here and we're lighting this incense, I wanted to talk to you about my next adventure. For the ones that aren't aware, every single year I host a spiritual retreat. Sometimes it's a camping one, sometimes it's more of like a luxurious one. My first one was Colorado, which is a camping based one. And then my next one was Bali, so that was more of like a luxurious one. And then next year, I'm going to Utah to do another camping-based adventure. If you're somebody that has been looking to go on an adventure, do something new, meet new people, I would be honored to have you join the trip. It's 6 days. It's at the end of July. And what we're doing there is we're going to actually be doing much more than just hiking and camping. We're actually going to also do white river rafting. We're going to go horseback riding. Everybody's receiving a personal reading on the trip from me in the Rocky Mountains. I'm going to be hosting a tarot workshop, and everybody gets a big spiritual gift from me. It's a whole like basket, etc., full of divination tools. And actually we'll have the set of my new tarot deck in there as well. They'll be the first people to get the first prints ever of my new tarot deck that's going to be out in 2026. So, if you're somebody that would like to join Right now, I have some of my early bird spots still available, and that is $200 off of the trip pricing. Depending on where you're coming from, that can literally be almost a whole plane ticket to like half a plane ticket. And you don't have to pay the whole entire trip up front. You can do split payments as much as you like all the way into March. So it only is a 25% down deposit to claim your spot, get that locked in, and then you have all the way until March to pay the remainder off. And there's actually another option through a firm for an even longer period of time, which I think they do is like 18 months. So it's a no credit check as well. If you're somebody that's decides, yo, I don't want to put myself on my own payment plan, I don't want to pay up front, I want to do a firm, you can literally check to see if you're eligible, and it will not affect your credit at all. If you're interested in joining, if you go to my, after the live is done, if you go to my profile in the bio, you're going to see the Utah Adventure link there. Go ahead and click on it. All of the rest of the information is going to be there, and everything you need for the trip is like the camping stuff is going to be included, other than your own personal backpack and your sleeping bag. Everything else is included. So that's what we got for that. Let's get back into our readings. All right. Let's see. Chantel, you're a Cancer. And you like to know, you're going to find a long-term loving relationship. Are you going to find a long-term loving relationship? Absolutely. Spirit says you've been planting seeds. You've been definitely somebody, there's like a secret admirer. There's somebody that, as we speak, wants to grow with you. Now, I'm not saying they see, like they're putting you on a pedestal, like they see you as the one and only. And if they did see you like that, that would be a big, big red flag. Now, this is a person that has a genuine, pure curiosity for you. And if they saw admiration back, they would want to go forth in something more with you. Okay? So Spirit's keeping blinders on somebody. Accept who is not meant for you. That's the way they want me to say it. There's one soul. You just got to accept they're not meant for you. That they were a part of the journey. That the spiritual connection's real, but it doesn't dive very deep into your fulfillment, your wish fulfillment. There's somebody that's more about the trial and tribulation part. They're going to take the blinders off to somebody else that's in your life. This is such a beautiful moment. I love it. Every time it happens, I love seeing it. Once the blinds for who that person is come off, and the person's like, oh my God, how could I have not seen it before? But at the same time, of course, I wouldn't have been able to see it before this moment. Okay. Oh, that's right. Also, guys, it's Annie's birthday. So the person that gifted the 5 memberships, guys, say happy birthday to her. Okay. Ashley, you're a Sagittarius, and you would like to know, will you find a deep love that lasts? Are you going to find a deep love that lasts? You are also somebody that, what I see is recently overcame a very toxic connection. What I'm hearing you're saying is, and this is the ego talking, okay? How is somebody going to be able to handle my baggage? How is somebody going to love me with everything, my trust issues, etc.? Look, somebody's going to more than accept those things. They're going to embrace every part of you. You were attached to somebody that was supposed to be a lesson in time, but what I'm hearing is it lasted like over like 9 years. It was a karmic. You could have either gotten married, or it was like the energy of just so attached. It was like marriage without the contract. You are more than deserving of love. You are more than lovable. You are not this drastic person that makes things up. And I don't know why they wanted me to say it that way specifically, but they said say that. You don't make things up. You are a very honest and real person. I can see how much you search for clarity in this world. You are absolutely going to find that person, okay? But you need to give your heart that time it needs to excel. Exhale. I don't know why that's a hard word for me to say. Exhale. But yes. And be very proud of yourself for what you've allowed to let go. Because some people, they don't. You know those couples that you see who are married and you can just tell, like, I hate to say it, but this is how it be. You know those couples that you see, they just freaking hate each other. And you're like, how are you guys even, like, why are you guys married? Those are karmic connections. Those are people who chose, I would rather stay safe with what I know than be alone for a while to meet who's really going to make me happy. The only way you receive that person, where you see that loving couple at the grocery store, that you can tell that you look at them and you're like, I imagine the shit that they've been through to stay together, and see that love that they still share between those eyes. That takes letting go of what the ego wants you to think is the fake version of that. I can hear the call of who your person is. I can hear their voice. And I see you two bleeding into each other's lives very soon. It's interesting the way they want to say bleed. But it's almost like a dye, what I'm seeing, like when dyes mix together. Art. He could be a painter, he could be a creator, something with like, yeah, it's something creative. Spirit will open up eyes more from there, but that's what I got for you today. Riri, you're a Pisces and he's a Libra. You're wanting to know, does he genuinely like you? Does he genuinely like you? This is what she's gone through. It's how they both feel about themselves and how they feel about each other. Yeah, you both definitely, you both see each other in a highlight. You both have had karmic connections. I have two people who were chasers now in a relationship or in a situationship. And it can be hard when that happens because you're used to always chasing. But you're with somebody now that's not making you chase. You just kind of stand there like almost frozen at each other because both of you are ready for the other one to run because neither of you are runners. This is somebody who they're going to help bring a lot of clarity into your life. Look, divines have a runner chaser dynamic at like moments. Okay, it's not the entire thing. It's moments. The big runner chaser dynamics, those are like where it's like constant, like harsh. That's a karmic. This person and you are going to learn a lot about how much you were projecting self-acceptance on based on how your partner at that time treated you. The reason you question how they feel is because you've never, just go with me, you've never had somebody that's made it as clear, and there are constant actions. Like it's not this big exaggerated thing. They're not like, oh my God, I'm in love with you and blah, blah, blah. They check up on you every day. They want to know what's going on with your day. There's a simplistic excitement being with them. It's not these crazy fireworks, but there's still fireworks. There's still love. There's still an explosion, but it's not that, and then it sizzles and it's gone forever. You know, this person does genuinely like you. I just see two people that are both going to be helping each other with a lot of clarity. All right. All right, Tira, you're an Aquarius. You're wanting to know, is your intuition right about the toxic working environment? Was your intuition correct about the toxic working environment? Okay. I hear that it was nothing personal, but you were definitely correct. Here's the thing, though. I'm hearing there's a bunch of people that feel stuck in what they're doing. And this is another thing people can do. People can, not just in love, can they lose their chance of being their divine because they play it safe. The same exact energy when it comes to your dreams, what you're meant to do, versus just working. I'm hearing there's a bunch of people surrounding you, wherever this workplace is, that they've just decided to stay safe. Nobody here is like die hard, like having it out for you, if that's what you're wondering. But has there been kind of like shit talk? Have you felt a little cut into? Maybe some people that cared about you? Absolutely. But Spirit has to remind you, pay attention to where you are and how the other people are with their life. And do these opinions, etc., really even matter? And because what I'm hearing is, wherever you're working, there's a humongous like growth for you, okay? But certain people around you have stayed in the same exact positions for years, and I mean like decade years almost, okay? And they're in the same positions. You're meant to be out of that box. You don't fit in with that frequency. You don't fit in with the bullshit. You don't fit in with the shit talking and etc. You want authenticity. You want resolutions. You're supposed to be in the room with the thinkers, with the doers, with the manifestors, not the NPCs. Okay? So you are correct, but don't take it personal. Even if when anything was ever made personal, it doesn't do anything for you to take it personal. You take it with a grain of salt. You let the reality, the clarity come to you, and keep those healthy boundaries set. And remember, you know exactly who you can and cannot tell how you really feel about things too. All right. Now we're gonna switch into the super chats, okay? All right, let's go back up to our super chatters. We're gonna list the number associated to the name. So if you're on the second group, please listen right now for your name. Number 1 is Levi. Number 2 is Roxanne. Number 3 is Kaija. And number 4 is Annie. All right. Dope. And then we're going to, I want to go back to this one. I want to do Oracle. I'm so excited to use these Halloween ones. Y'all, I'm so excited. Because I got like 2 or 3 more to pull out as well. But I'm going to make sure those ones are on October 1st. It's just a couple days away. All right, Levi. You're wanting to know, you're a Virgo, and you're wanting to know about the future with your present person. What does Spirit show me about the future with this present person? All right, so you manifested each other. Currently, it's not that you're going through cycle repeats together, but both of you are processing inwards things where you're like, oh, that's a habit of mine. That's something that I can't bring forth. You know, you guys, if you're like not in right presently, like if you haven't talked in like the past couple of days, or if this is even the energy of just, there's been kind of like a switch on the flow of how they've talked to you today, there's nothing that you've done. I hear it's an inner reflection. This person, they're coming back. There ain't no doubt about it. They're about you. I mean, it's like present. It's like they're telling me for you guys to just take it day by day. The winter time, this is going to continue to explore. I see you're going about this correctly. You're not jumping into conclusions. And it feels great. Spirit definitely is saying this person is a way forward. This is somebody that's part of your highest timeline. You did manifest each other. I'm very excited to see the memories that you make. Take it day by day. They really want you to say, they really want me to say right now, don't focus on don't try to focus on summer and spring. Like, really embrace this winter time with them. And I'm not saying it that way because once summer or whatever happens, like, it's done. It's not like that. There's so many left path, right path choices, okay, to be made before we can continue to see that you're solid in each other's life. Because we do have destiny, but we have freedom of will. That's why people are destined to meet, but not destined to stay in each other's lives. This is somebody I see a long, prosperous relationship with. So just take it day by day. But this is prime time in winter. All right. Number 2, Roxanne. And we are doing a love reading for you now. Love reading for Roxanne. All right, so you're feeling invisible to somebody. There's a connection that's been on pause, and you're wondering if it's going to resurface or develop into something more during the winter time. It's masculine. Mischief and play. She needs to get out of her comfort zone. Why seeking action? I see love is going to be manifesting in winter, but it's somebody you're not aware of right now. Spirits showing me that this is actually, like, I see something within November time starting to flourish with you more in love. I think there's going to be, a cause and effect. You're going to get invited somewhere. It really does feel like Halloween. Like, maybe there'll be, what's it called? Trunk or treat? You know, it's like when you, like, for a safer way for trick-or-treating to happen, depending on, like, the parts of, like, wherever you live. Some people will go into, like a mall parking lot and, you know, have their trucks and their cars, whatever, and the kids go around and get candy that way. It feels like there's a family event. There's something that you're going to get invited to, and there's, like, this new person that's going to become a priority in your life from this event. Now, don't fixate on this. Don't think you have to, oh my God, I have to remember this exact thing, okay? Because the beautiful thing about these types of dynamics is, even if we are aware, if we're given a vision beforehand, in the moment when they all happen, it happens when you're not thinking about it. You'll go to this event, you'll totally forget you had this live, and you'll be there and you'll see this person or etc., and just kind of something like you tilt your head, and then a feeling comes in, a rush, a memory. So I'm also hearing there could be a couple of different events that you get invited to. Remember, these types of connections you can't mess up. You can detour, but you can't mess them up, because you're destined to meet certain people. And what I see with this individual is them being one who chooses to wake up every day and continue to choose you, and you continue to choose them. That's why people are destined to meet. But staying is if you choose to do the conscious effort, the work on yourself and for the others in your life, even more than love. They're wanting you to let go of what has not worked. They want you to know that there was a purpose. There was a timeline with at least one other person that, yeah, there could have been like more memories made together. But at the end of the day, that was not your actual person. That was somebody who helped you speak, helped you hear yourself, helped you even get out of your comfort zone. But they're telling me the eyes meant for you, you're only going to find by soaring, by changing your perception. You have not been robbed of love. You are not unlovable. You have been divinely guided and protected. Spirit is not going to let you align with somebody who is going to take you down a rabbit hole again. So, say yes to new opportunities. Get out of your comfort zone. And this is going to be great. I'm really, really, really excited for you to update me on what happens during the wintertime. Oh yeah, that's what it reminds me to say. So obviously, we're in fall right now. So this happens, this experience happens wherever this person is. You meet in the fall time. But winter is where we see the expansion, okay? Taking it day by day. All right. All right, number 3, Kaya. All right, I deeply appreciate you super chatting, my friend. I do see that you asked for a specific question, but the rate that you super chatted is qualified for a general pool, okay? So I'm going to give you a general, I'm hearing finances is much more important in your life right now. So in the future, it's $10 and up or where you're allowed to ask specific questions. Anything underneath 10, that's a general pool, and that can go all the way literally to $1. That's where they start, is $1 and goes up from there. So let's go ahead and give you a finance general energy pool, okay? What do you need to know more than anything else right now regarding your finances? Spirit wants me to let you know that you are right now evolving. There's an imbalance in your life regarding how much you're focusing on love versus your responsibilities. And when we're avoiding doing work in one area of our life, eventually it's gonna trickle into the other aspects as well. Spirit says you are a deeply emotionally intelligent person. You need conversations that make you feel alive, not nonsense. You're somebody where you want to be able to grow and listen and not be put in like this shell. And maybe you've been feeling really alone, so you've started to allow yourself to migrate to energies that aren't in your frequency. And you can feel like it's actually pulling in on your real energy, like your ability to work, your ability to like literally be able to feel like you can have strength, like physical strength. What I mean by real energy is now flowing and showing you that there really is a stunt right now regarding your career. But it's not something where it's like they're wanting you to think everything's going backwards. But you're in a moment where they're wanting you to know that if you've slipped up or something like that energy, it's inevitable. Everybody has highs and lows. It's not about what you did. It's not about staying at the low. It's about what you do once you realize you're there and you own it and you go forward, okay? There is inner work that has been pushed away that then manifested into love, and now it's starting to manifest into your career. What Spirit's wanting you to know right now regarding that is reclaim your energy. It is better to feel alone right now than to start messing with your frequency by hanging out with other individuals that it's easier. And it's like mundane connections. You just are like, oh, I guess we'll talk about this when you want to talk about something real. And then you get shushed and you feel like, oh, I gotta go inwards. Like it made you feel like when you were a kid or when you were a teenager. You're not meant to fit in with mundane. And you're always going to be lowering yourself if you are searching outwardly for love. Now, Spirit is not saying that love is not on the horizon for you. They are not saying that you're messing up your law of attraction in finances, but there's stagnation. And what's really important right now to get everything back on track is honestly not focusing on romantic love at all. You allow that to formulate. Dismiss feelings right now about like needing resolution with certain connections. Like I'm not hearing that there's anybody that Spirit's wanting you to reach out to or try to fix. This is not a time, this is not a place right now where you're mentally there to even focus and give to another person. So there's a lot on your mind. It's very understandable. But it really does look like Spirit wants you to take a step back from love. Take some time to yourself. Allow yourself to catch up on sleep, etc. And then the focus of career is going to be able to improve from there. Okay? All right. And Annie, let's go ahead and give you that law of attraction pull. Law of attraction. What does Annie need to know more than anything else as we speak? Okay, so I'm hearing that during the winter time, there is a form of self-discovery. Well, okay, it dropped. It's upwards now. Synergy and healing. Actively healing. Actively not robbing self of joy. You felt robbed of joy for the past 2 months. Couldn't really put your finger on it. And there's multiple things. But that's the thing. You're like, there's multiple things. I know what I have to do. And I'm hearing that once you stop dismissing your own needs. I'm getting the download. Once you stop dismissing your own needs to make other people happy, you felt isolated, like you were being punished. But you weren't. You have been able to change your projection. The way we view the world literally does alter our reality. And sometimes we can think that we all get to those points in lives where we're like, oh, life's black and white. I guess it's either this or that. They either like me or they hate me. And in reality, there's been a bunch of people in your life that have all simultaneously been going through their own struggles with you, but have been inwards and haven't talked about it. What I'm hearing right now is, as we speak, that joy, that, and go with me here, that you were actually robbing yourself of without realizing it, you've already given it back. Sometimes when I say it that way, I mean, we can be so scared of things going bad. We can be so scared that things are too good to be true that we rob ourselves of joy. We make up false ideas, or like what we think somebody thinks of us is just a projection, and it's not real at all. Somebody can look at you and be like, oh, yo, I love your fucking shirt. You're dope. Right? And then in their head, they're thinking all of this. They're looking at you and they're like, oh, I really like that person's shirt. But you're seeing them stare at you, and you're in a moment of insecurity. So you're like, oh, they think my shirt makes me look bad, or my shirt's too big, or my shirt's too baggy. And in reality, it's the exact opposite. You have been focusing on inner projection. Now, you see clear as day when it's that versus, no, there really is something off. And the people that are meant to be in your life completely 1010% understand the whole process of healing. And when I say they understand the whole process of healing, I mean they understand that healing is never one way. And it never really stops. When you understand that the whole process of healing is a continued book that's being read, and you're continuing to learn individual people how to heal, that's when we heal each other as a whole. That's when we're even able to heal parts of ourselves we didn't realize we needed healing. Anything that you do, Annie, it has a bigger purpose. It has a reason. You can't do things mundane. You can't just think, oh, that happened for no reason. You see the synchronizations and everything, but it became overwhelming. And that's when the joy was being robbed. Because our parasite can very easily mimic the intuition when we're in heightened states of fear or survival mode. Spirit is letting me know you are so divinely guided. You should have nothing of regret. And right now as we speak, where all things pause and begin again. Literally your birthday's today. And it's like life. Like the end of that year, the start of your new year. This is all lining at the exact right time. Have absolutely no regrets. The people that are not meant to be in your life have been shown. And the trials and tribulations, the ones that are supposed to be there, they've also been shown. And that's the thing. As we continue to improve ourselves, the people in our life that are precious, that are supposed to be there, the situations, the opportunities also improve. Spirit's wanting you to know it's not all shits and rainbows. But the storm, your skies, it's not raining, it's partly sunny right now. There are still some things you're overcoming, like we all are going to, but you don't let those thoughts stop you. You embrace the fruits of your labor as well, is what I'm hearing. So more relaxation, taking time for yourself, not expecting yourself to do everything all day like a superwoman. What Spirits want you to know more than anything else right now is they're deeply protected. They're deeply protecting you. And there's a few clouds, there's a few what ifs in your mind that are almost, trying to find the right way to put this part. Maybe there's some people you need to have maybe there's one or two people you should have a conversation with of clarity, because I'm hearing that something could be a little foggy with even maybe a romantic person. Very interesting. Now I see this going into a romance thing. Okay, I'm going to sum it up for you now. You already got the part about the people that are supposed to be here. And now I'm going to do a future prediction for you with this. So there's definitely a love connection that's been guarded with you. And Spirit says that this person, they're going to be able to join you at a time where you won't feel like you need to have as many walls up. Maybe, okay, regret with, maybe there's a romantic person that you kind of pushed away and you're like, oh, I don't know if I did that, if that was correct, if I was looking at things. Like your fear could have made I could have pulled back from somebody. That's going to be a whole other reading. But to sum it up, be open to maybe reaching out to somebody that you thought wasn't going to be as significant when you first met them as they are now in your head. Never make anything fit. But I do see that this person's going to understand that you were just trying to protect yourself and you were going through a hard time. Wow. Beautiful. All right. Honored to help you. All right, let's see who's added themselves to the Super Chatters list now, since Annie. Lasagna, I see that you tipped 2 times. Now, I do see you asked a special for a specific question. I appreciate your 2 super chats. Now, they together still equivalent underneath $10. So that is a general pool. Anything under $10 is a general pool. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a love general pool for that one. Okay, love general. All right. And then number 2, that's Rachel. Rachel Haas. Honored to help you, give you a general pull. All right. Number 3, that is Mary Jose. All right, and yours will also be a general love pull. Love general. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. That's where I'm going to be concluding the live YouTube reading today. If you would like to receive a personal reading from me, check out any of my other available services. Look into the apprenticeship program or find out any more information regarding my Utah adventure. Go to my personal website. That's linked in my bio on my profile. Now, in a couple of hours, I'm going to go on TikTok and I'm going to do about an hour of live reading over there. And then I'll do a gaming after stream tonight as well. So if you're somebody that has TikTok, in about an hour, you will see me on TikTok live if you'd like to join us over there. Otherwise, I probably, most likely, will be on tomorrow to do the about 2 hours of another YouTube live. Just check your notifications for when I go live, and I'll post it also on the community, on my community YouTube page when I'm going to be going live. Yep. Awesome, guys. Alrighty. Sure. Looks good. Alright, guys, I'm about to sign off now. You have a great rest of your night, morning, evening. I'll see you wherever I see you. Let's get it.